In this modern era until today, why 4 marriages are allowed in Islam.
For more informative videos, please do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for all upcoming videos notification. Like this video and share with your family and friends.
As we know, today's research shows women are accepting Islam more than men. Most of the educated and professional women are entering in the Islam with studying and understanding about women's rights and protection in Islam. We can see in the European countries, American states, Australia, and around the world, and also many women in the third world countries who oppressed by their cultures and religions when they find out and compare the only Islamic laws gave the women's protection and respect with honor, dignity, and respectful status in society, and these are reasons they are accepting Islam, regardless of any era. The heavenly laws of Islam at the time of any prophet, or Moses, Jesus, Muhammad came to save the humanity without any discrimination between men and women and saved generations from disasters. Allah, the Almighty Creator, sent the laws of Islam with full of benefits for those people who try to understand Islam and apply in their life. The commands of Allah about women's behavior and modesty also mentioned in Bible and Torah, but preachers don't feel like to mention and emphasize to apply. Whoever doesn't mention it has the severe punishment to hide the commands of Allah regardless of they are Muslims. Divine laws of Islam came from Allah the Almighty Creator as a final religion to all humankind after Moses and Jesus. Islam came over 1400 years ago as a final religion for entire humankind up till the last day of this world. Heavenly laws of Islam gives equal rights to women with complete protection and solution gave for the tremendous honorable role in the worldly society regardless of the status of a woman, rich or poor, educated or non-educated. Every single Muslim man has responsibilities to take care of Muslim woman's dignity regardless she known by a person or not, as long she dressed up and behaved according to the requirements of Islamic laws. Every single Muslim man has to respect the woman and guard her dignity and honor. This responsibility is not just for father, brothers, or husband and son. Muslim needy, divorced, or widow and old-aged women's, if they don't have anyone to take care of them, then their responsibilities of shelter, honor and dignity totally goes to Islamic government, whether woman is widow, divorced or financially broke. According to the heavenly Islamic laws, she cannot earn the money for her survival as a waitress, or entertainer, dancer, or work as a prostitute and beggar in Islamic society or anywhere. In Islamic laws, lady without the marriage she cannot hang around with any male or boyfriend except father, brother, husband, or son regardless of her age. As Prophet Muhammad said, when male and female are alone together, between them third one is Satan. Except the relation mentioned above, Allah and his Prophet Muhammad don't want lady to be fooled or used and insulted in the society because Allah chose her honorable role as mother. Mother is the only one who is the back of every successful person. Woman shouldn't be abused by the society and she shouldn't be misused and abused by any authority as an entertainer or under the label of boyfriend. In these situations, many women as girlfriend fools by man and end up as loser with illegal pregnancy. When she gets awareness and then feels disappointed with his change of attitude, which is very painful game by her boyfriend after she realizes she went through with the trick of man under the label of boyfriend. And usually these boyfriends does not want to marry with the girlfriends, and they give the excuse, if today she is my girlfriend, tomorrow she will be someone's girlfriend. With any excuse he avoids to take care the responsibilities of her pregnancy. But when someone gets married and earns the pleasure and blessings of Allah, he always ready to take care the responsibilities of his wife regardless of his status, what money he earns, and he wants to celebrate with family and friends. This is the difference between legal and illegal actions. In European countries and North America have social security's benefits for needy hearts broken women's call single mother and her children's, but we should not forget 80% population of women's in the world is poor and surviving without any support from their governments. They cannot get any kind of benefits or support of their sufferings. Heavenly Islamic laws from Allah the Almighty Creator. These laws are benefits to everyone regardless of personal status, anyone, rich or poor. Islamic heavenly laws of 4 marriages is the solution for any society wherever anyone lives around the world, and these Islamic heavenly laws make responsible to each man individually according to his abilities to take care of the women legally up to 4 marriages. He cannot perform more than 4 marriages, regardless of his wealth and status, such as king, As we can see, the wisdom of 4 marriages are the protection and control the disasters of women's life and kids. And that is one of the reasons heavenly Islamic laws forbid the lady's friendship with men without the marriage, regardless of man's status. He lives in Islamic countries or anywhere, he is not allowed to abuse the laws of 4 weddings. As we know the reality, today many families are suffering. Children are suffering due to the free mixing of male and female friendship in the society. That's why heavenly Islamic laws are stringent, and Allah forbade all these kinds of non-acceptable actions by humans. These are major sins called zina, which is destroying the worldly society. As I explained, the Islamic government has full responsibility for a woman to take care of her financial needs and her honor and dignity. Quran has a chapter called Women's with complete details about women's issues, and which explained by Prophet Muhammad and recorded in Hadith books. There is a command of Allah about widows: rush to marry your widows. It means Islamic laws emphasize them to marry for betterment of their life and the society, and also there are rulings of Prophet Muhammad for divorced women as well. Quran says about widows, after the husband death, completing their waiting periods 4 months 10 days, to make sure she is not pregnant, and also Quran gave a choice to widow to decide herself for her good. It means no one should give the pressure about the marriage until she is mentally ready to marry again, and always Muslim women have full rights to choose or refuse the man. If she doesn't like the person, heavenly Islamic laws give full freedom to women. Nobody can force her to get married whom she doesn't like, regardless of the person's status. At time of marriage contract, to sign the marriage document, bride requires to be alone with the presence of 2 witnesses outside of the family members. The permission of 4 marriages in Islam requires equal dealing among the wives. Husband cannot treat and love to one wife more than other wives, or he cannot disgrace, widow, and divorce less than other wives. He has to give all of them the same equal treatment with respect. Marriage is the most respectful shelter for women, regardless single, widow, or divorce, so woman gets peaceful settled life with. When any man decides to marry widows or divorced women, he also has the responsibility to take care of their children and all their needs according to the Islamic laws. The wisdom of 4 marriages legality is, widows and divorced women get husband and their children have father to take care of them. As Prophet Muhammad said, whoever takes care of the orphans, the person receives forgiveness of his sins by Allah with equal amount of orphan's hair on his head. Marriage up to 4 wives are also blessings and the solution to support the accidental death of people, natural disasters, warriors, and martyrs' families, and 4 marriages also are the solution of more population of women's. That's how heavenly Islamic laws are beneficial until the last day of this world. Divine Islamic laws gave the equal rights and protection to widows and divorced women in the society. We should understand, except the husband, no one can fully take care of her for whole life, such as father, brother, sister, son, or daughter. All of them can be a temporary help with moral or financial support to the lady, because all of them have their expenses, commitments, responsibilities, and routines of their lives. Still, if any reason lady cannot get married, then all of them have full responsibility to take care of her according to Islamic law. But in other religions, culture, and customs about divorced women and widows have no respect, no place in the society, and most of the women cannot get married again according to their religion or culture and customs. Even in some Hindu cultures until today, the wife has to get ready as a bride and family arrange the band and blast the music, and they burn the bride with her husband's dead body. In India, it's legal if parents find out the mother expecting a girl, legally they have right to get abortion of the baby girl. But in the religion of Islam, abortion of the baby is the crime equal to the murder. Also, if someone feels wrong about the birth of a baby girl, Allah dislikes, and it's against the will of Allah, because Allah gave the responsibility of girl to her parents, and they do not feel happy, and they lose blessings of Allah. Until the last century, Bible society was debating about women, her soul is from animals or humans. Except for Islam, every religious culture and customs disgrace and abuse the women. In Islam, husband has total responsibility of earning money for family as long family followers of Islamic laws. Nowadays, none practice Muslims in their families. Many women need to make money for their families. The husband expects her to take care of the house and expenses and raise the children. Nowadays, non-Muslim society don't want to get married. They look at the women as the entertainers of the society, and they expect from women to show nudity and to give all kind of entertainment, and encourage them to do all types of nude advertisements and modeling of their beauty, and show them temptations to earn enormous money regardless she losing her honor and dignity. Allah made women beautiful and provided the soft nature to deal with her husband and children. She has to maintain her manners under the heavenly Islamic laws to the other members of the husband's family or sister brothers and uncles. She has to dress up according to Islamic law, inside the house or anywhere else, even in front of some loose character or non-Muslim women. Islamic laws do not allow calling the third person as brother or sister, they have to be a real blood relation. Only heavenly Islamic laws gave complete solutions of any mismanagement of the worldly systems and protections as individuals or country-wise. The Act of Four Marriages provides the support and protection to take care of needy women's. The difference of divine laws and worldly laws, you can compare the wisdom. In other religions and culture, widows and divorced women are suffering, they cannot marry again. They don't have any protection, and they don't get moral support or any other support. Under the label of freedom to women rights, some of the man under the title of boyfriend wants to hang around and take advantage of her physically, even some of them take financially or mentally, they abuse and torture them. Before Islam, men used to treat girls worse than animals, they abused and tortured them, even newborns or young girls they used to bury them alive, it was part of their culture, not crime. Still, after the Islam, regardless of the status, caliph or king or commander of army, no one could bury or torture the girls. If anyone tries to do so, he has to face severe punishment such as stoning the person up to the death in the middle of the city by the public, or he has to lose his head. Also, even in war, children and women's or older people cannot be tortured. Even before Islam, when people were abusing and mistreating the women's, Prophet Muhammad always gave the full respect to any women regardless of her destructive behaviors towards Prophet, as I mentioned above. When he was not Prophet, and his first marriage proved his highly most exceptional character, Prophet Muhammad married with the divorced great lady Khadija, and she was 15 years older than the Prophet Muhammad. In heavenly Islamic laws, man has to treat the women's equally regardless single, divorce or widows. According to the commands of Quran, man can marry 2 or more up to 4, but 1 is better for you, as Quran mentioned, because you cannot be able to treat them equally. This verse shows big responsibility of equal treatment with the wives. If they are unable to manage them similarly, they are sinners, they have to pay the price, the punishment of Allah. Don't forget heavenly Islamic laws permission of 4 marriages for those Muslims who are sincere, pious, and have a fear of Allah, and who believe to answer their deeds to Allah in the day of judgment, and their purpose of life is live and die for the sake of Allah. These people able to marry up to 4 marriages. They can handle up to 4 wives, equally. Some of the ignorant people under the label of Muslims play with the laws of Allah. Still, they will be responsible for holding for ruin the life of women. If someone wants to get married more than 1, he should acknowledge the commands of Allah in Quran. Among you, Prophet Muhammad is the best example. Further details about dealing with wives, person should study the best examples of Prophet Muhammad's life, dealings his wives, with respect and love. Don't forget they were widows and divorced except the youngest wife, Aisha Siddiqah. If anyone able to follow the example of Prophet Muhammad, and if the person thinks he can take care of equally more than 1 wife, he has a great reward from Allah for taking care and raising 4 families of believers and obedient of Allah. All these Islamic laws are for those who are the true Muslims, then should try to avail the opportunity of rewards of Allah. But requirements of 4 marriages, we have to study of Prophet behavior and dealing with his wives. Prophet Muhammad is the only best example for entire humankind who treated his wives equally. His wives were satisfied and happy until his death. We should not joke about 4 marriages law. In the third world countries or anywhere in the world, this is the only solution for the settlement of needy, widows and divorced women for the betterment of their life. After marriage, if anyone tries to play with the laws of Allah about 4 weddings and fails to take care of them equally, and if the man is careless and doesn't care about his wives, then he's seeking hellfire himself. The same laws are applied to women similarly to take care of the duties towards her husband. Allah is the judge among them for their intentions and activities. The obedient wife who fulfills her responsibilities according to the laws of Allah towards her husband and cooperates in all types of situations, then, the lady is looking for the blessings and paradise of Allah for herself. If she ignores responsibilities of husband, then she looking for hellfire. Also, the husband has responsibilities to take care of his duties as required towards his wife according to the laws of Allah. He gets blessings of Allah and paradise. If husband ignores and mistreats his wife and responsibilities of even one wife, then he has to face the hellfire and punishment of Allah. Don't forget, according to heavenly Islamic law, the wife is the committed partner, not a servant. We all know, the population of women's always more than men. In the Islamic society, man have to take care of women's honor, dignity and status because she is the mother of believers of Allah. She has responsibilities for raising the children according to the laws of Allah, to taking care of future generations. That's why she has to choose the profession according to the laws of Allah and watch the limitations of Islam in her life. Heavenly Islamic laws ladies should not ignore. In the will, wealth distribution in the family should be distributed according to the laws of Allah. Allah created the birth system in every female regardless of any creatures. That's why our females have a distinct role of mother. Women should not be abuse and entertainer of society because she raises the generations to build a healthy and better society. That's why girls are required to raise with extra care to be ready for the future's mother. Also, women's need to get help and support by their husbands to raise the best and well-mannered children, for the betterment of society. The lady who needs to get married, her parents or guardians has responsibilities to find mature and hard-working husband regardless of single or widows or divorced women. Mostly ladies are shy to ask about marriage irrespective of their age. Every lady love to settle down. At the time of ignorance, Allah set the example of Prophet Muhammad when women didn't have any status and respect in the city of Mecca. Allah permitted in the Quran to Prophet Muhammad to marry more than 4 wives to show the people the care of widows and divorced women.
For more informative videos, please do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for all upcoming videos notification. Like this video and share with your family and friends.
I suggest you to read Quran in your language for more understanding of Almighty God Allah.